In the heart of Eziyama, a quiet village surrounded by swaying palm trees and hills that kissed the sky, lived a girl named Nora. Her beauty was the kind that turned heads. Her dark skin gleamed like polished mahogany, and her eyes held secrets deeper than the village river. But beyond her looks, it was her lifestyle that stirred whispers. Every morning, Nora stepped out of her family's modest mud brick home wearing clothes that shimmered like they were woven from the sun itself. Bright silks clung to her curves. Gold bangles jingled around her wrists, and her braids, adorned with cowries and beads, swung with elegance as she walked. She was a vision, a mystery, especially because her family was poor. Her father, Obi, was a humble cassava farmer, weathered by the sun and years of toil. Her mother, Nkechi, wove baskets for the market, creating beautiful but simple crafts. They were honest, hard-working people, but they could never afford the luxuries Nora flaunted. No one dared ask where her wealth came from, but they gossiped endlessly. Maybe she has a wealthy lover in the city, some said. Others whispered about secret inheritances or hidden blessings. The truth was far darker. Nora had been stealing. What started as minor, theft of a bracelet here, a few coins there, soon grew. She had discovered that the more she dressed like royalty, the more people adored her. And she loved that feeling. She became skilled, charming traders and guests into letting their guards down while her quick fingers made their moves. No one suspected her. She was too clever, too graceful, too perfect. But perfection breeds arrogance. One market day, a new merchant arrived in Eziyama. He was unlike any man Nora had seen. Tall, sharp-eyed, and calm in a way that made people nervous. His name was Uzochi. His stall gleamed with treasures: silk from Kano, gold from the north, beads from distant lands, and coins that looked like they belonged in a king's vault. Nora saw opportunity. She approached with her usual charm, letting her fingers glide over a fine roll of fabric. "You have beautiful things," she said, her voice honey-sweet. Uzochi's gaze fixed on her. "Not everything is for everyone," he said coolly. "Only those who know their worth can handle such things." Nora smiled, undeterred. While she spoke, her hand slid toward a chest of gold coins tucked at the corner of the stall. But before her fingers reached it, a strong hand gripped her wrist. Her smile disappeared. "Do you think you're clever?" Uzochi asked, his voice low and calm. "You're not the first." Nora's heart thundered. No one had ever caught her before. "I've heard about you," Uzochi said. "The villagers speak of a girl who lives like a queen but comes from nothing." Nora's voice trembled. "Please, Tonight," Uzochi said sharply. "At your house, or I'll tell everyone." She nodded, her voice caught in her throat. That evening, as the sun bled into the horizon, Nora sat in her home, her palms sweaty, her heart heavy. Her parents, Obi and Nkechi, were out at a village meeting. She was alone when the knock came. It was Uzochi. He entered without a word, closing the door behind him. The silence screamed between them. "You thought you could take from everyone and never pay?" he said coldly. "Now you'll pay." And so began Nora's descent into a private hell. Uzochi never exposed her. Instead, he used her fear to control her. He visited her at night, always when her parents were away. He violated her repeatedly, stealing not just her body, but her spirit. He never shouted, never raised a hand, but his dominance was absolute. Her jewelry lost its shine. Her clothes felt heavy. The admiration she once lived for became meaningless. Each morning, she walked with her head down, afraid of mirrors. The vibrant girl the village once adored was gone, replaced by someone hollow, scared, and lost. Then, one night something inside her snapped. She looked into a mirror and saw not a beauty queen, but a ghost. Her eyes were dull, Her lips trembled. She couldn't keep living like this. The next morning, she walked to the village square and stood before the people who once praised her. "I lied to you," she said, voice steady but soft. "I stole from you all. I let you believe I was something I'm not." Gasps, murmurs, tears. Some were angry, some ashamed, but most were stunned. Then she told them the truth about Uzochi. The villagers were silent at first, and then they erupted in outrage. Uzochi was hunted down and dragged before the elders. The chief listened, stern and furious. "You don't belong here," the chief declared. "You are a disease in this land. Leave before the sun sets, or you won't live to see another." Uzochi was chased out of Eziyama, beaten and disgraced. As for Nora, she returned to her father Obi's farm. She wove baskets beside her mother, Nkechi, learning the value of honest work. Slowly, she began to heal. Her past didn't disappear, but it no longer defined her. She had been broken, but not destroyed. She had chased the shine of gold and lost herself. Now, she was finding her way back. So, Nora learned in the hardest way that the lure of admiration, wealth, and status built on lies is fleeting. True beauty lies in honesty, humility, and strength. Integrity is the one crown no one can steal, and the only one that lasts. What would you have done? Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't miss what happens next.